great important days. Number one, I'm a big Lord Shiva devotee. Today is Pradosha and Water Day. And number two, Shah Rukh Khan's son is arrested. Again, he's a teenager. He was having a rave party in the midst of Indian Ocean. He was arrested. You should send the first copy to him. It was a simple mistake. Shah Rukh Khan, if he had a cable connection or a Tata Sky at his home, you would have seen all the Byju's ad when he comes and advises the kids. Too bad. He advises the whole of the India, but he never advises. So this copy should go to him.
We just finished the book launch of my book, Demystifying Teenagers, and I'm so happy that all the guests we had invited came for it, and my friends Leela and Vanmati did a wonderful job, and both my daughters were complete support to me in writing the book and in launching the book. Thank you so much to all of them. I hope that many parents read this book and benefit by what I have to say in the book. My daughters Anuradha and Srividya, my heroines, who were the basic reason for which I started writing this book, because they taught me a lot of lessons in life. And I would like to share those lessons with many more parents. That's why I wrote the book. Thank you.
On this very momentous occasion of the launch of a book which is panacea for parents, especially parents of teenagers. I request the Chief Guest, Shri Jagan, and the Honorable Speakers, Captain Vijayakumar and Dr. Yamini Kannappan, to kindly light the lamp along with Ms. Bhuvana Pashupathi.
Here today, you all have made my day. It's a red letter day in my life, and I thank you all so much for coming here. Actually, I can't believe all this is happening. I never realized I'll ever write a book, not in my wildest dreams. But thanks to the pandemic, actually I got down to doing it, and I had a lot of time to introspect. And I went through my good old days and not so good days. And I realized if I could set the clock back, it would be the time when my children were growing up as teenagers. When I realized I could have done a much better job. And that's when I said, why don't I pen my thoughts and let people sort of help the future generation of mothers to learn from mistakes made by a few of us. Why is teenage so important? Because that's the time when personality actually firms up. Any person's personality becomes more set during the teenage years, especially the emotional side. And that's the time when parents are also at the height of their career, and so they don't get much time with their children. And academic demands are also more. So it's a sort of tension from all sides. And because of that, what happens is parents, due to their insecurities or due to their sort of conforming to societal norms, put more pressure on the teenagers to toe the line. And because of this, Obviously, there will be fireworks at home because of the generation gap becoming wider and wider. And all this happens to the detriment of the child. Parents forget about it. But
that was the thing, so probably I'm not a voracious reader, so I think I have a little bit quality to read. And what a day. Thing is, Bhuvana wanted to have this event some 29th or something. I had shoot, I said, I had shoot and I said I can't come. Generally in a cinema, sir, I shoot, they'll get some other actor and finish the movie. I was surprised that she pushed the date for me. I felt so special, okay, thank you so much. And also, on a work day, 5 o'clock in the evening, and you guys are here. It just shows you're Bhuvana's best friends. Okay, that's why, because I come from movie industry, we have day meetings. 7 o'clock, audio launch, 7 o'clock, and we don't start at 7 o'clock, we will start by 7:10 or 7:50, next day. I'm used to that. So, there's a 4:40, enter, all entry, and 7 o'clock, it's all going by time, so this is a new experience for me. And what a day, no? October 4th, Bhuvana, good you pushed it from now, September 29th to October 4th. Two great important days. Number one, I'm a big Lord Shiva devotee, today's Pradosham, and what a day. And number two, Shah Rukh Khan's son is arrested. Again, he's a teenager, he was having a rave party in the midst of Indian Ocean, he was arrested. You should send the first copy to him. It was a simple mistake. Shah Rukh Khan, if he had a cable connection or a Tata Sky at his home, you would have seen all the Byju's ad when he comes and advises the kids. Too bad, he advises the whole of the India, but he never advises. So this copy should go to him. I'm just thinking, for example, how times have changed. Today, Bhuvana has written a book saying, Demystifying Teenagers. Okay, and Bhuva's daughters are here at home. Okay, so, sometimes we should have. Is that so? Probably not. Okay, probably she had a very good daughters. No, I'm not complaining. I know you are very good daughter. And that is why she was able to drive it. Imagine if her daughter was so horrible, probably this is not the book she would be writing. Demystifying Teenagers. She would have written Demystifying Childbirth and how to avoid it. Because that's what my parents would have done. Like if I had gone and told now, like say, some, like I hate my parents. Please don't feel guilty. They also hate you.
So I went through the book in the night. It was so interesting when I went through chapter after chapter. It was so interesting, and I said, yeah, let me go through and finish it up. Because one thing I learned in armed forces as well as the management, finish the job, take the, not seriously don't take the monkey off your back so you finish now everything. I wrote and I learned a lot actually. I could really connect with my own experience of dealing with my two teenage children. Very tough defense officer children, not easy to manage, she knows, and they are so much exposed to various things, and they question you for everything. They question the question, actually. It's very, very true, and most of the things we could do that. And I could write the book, and I could see one thing I really see from all the 5 chapters. For everything she put in fitness. That's why I understood to study, to be a parent, you should be physically and mentally fit. That may be one of the reason you put, after every line you put fitness, demystifying, then also fitness in terms of your emotional, your health, fitness. I think that may be the reason, because today the parents, in my time, my father, when he came back home, senior police officer, if somebody asked him which class we are studying, he would have asked my mother, hey, which class the mother is studying now? That was the situation when I was. But today the things are different because I have 2 children.
Thank you, Captain, for all the humor, and I think as a psychiatrist, humor is the most mature of defense mechanisms, and we say it's an excellent coping. And I feel when we are talking about demystifying teenagers, we should ask them to smile and be happy, but in healthier ways. I think that's the most important. So I would really appreciate Madam for writing this wonderful book, because here I see when things have all turned out wrong, that's when they finally come to a psychiatrist. And that's when many a times there's a lot of anger. This could have been prevented. This shouldn't have happened. And because one of the really grim statistics is about, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to be as humorous, I'm sorry, but the grim facts are that in 2019 alone, the National Crime Records Bureau, which actually counts the number of suicides, and here it was found that the most number, majority of suicides occur in those between 30 years of age. And 2019 data says about 7% of those who died by suicide were those under the age of 18 years. What's happening to our youth? What is happening? And that brings us the most important question, because suicide is one of the most preventable causes of death. And worldwide, things like depression, people still fail to understand how can depression be a disorder, but the glaring fact, and these suicides are evidence to the fact that depression is on the rise. And a very perturbing fact is that it's the fourth largest cause of disability among youth worldwide. So when we look at what exactly could go wrong with these adolescents, with these youth, is it something to do with their biology? Is it something to do with the stress around them? And I feel when we look at preventable factors, parenting is something we should work on.
Where it involves instruction, if not followed, all sorts of kung fu, karate, and other stuff. So that's kind of been what most of our, I'm sure most of us will agree. Anyone who have grown up in
through this whole thing, and I had to remind her from time to time, and she would keep saying this, and now of course she wants me to get up and come in front. But she would keep saying that hindsight is 20/20. But keep this perspective.
Friends from college and my school, with my own mother, a lot of struggles which I can't even share with my husband. I'm able to think aloud and sort out my thoughts in my head and actually bring about a change in my behavior and how I see things and handle. That has happened through how Bhuvana has helped me in the last 1 year. And
Hi all, I'm actor Jagan and I'm here at the book launch event by Bhuvana Pashupathi. A book on teenagers. The book is called Demystifying Teenagers. It's about how to, for the parents, how to bring up their teenage children. Today's teenagers face lots of problems than we ever faced in any generation. So this is a book that will help you all. I think you should put your hands on a copy and read the book. Thank you so much.